Alright, so we did, the previous problem was a little bit complicated, so we'll probably just, I was going to end at that one, but then I saw that this problem, so this is, so in 2.1.1, so I think we just did 2.7, we skipped 2.8, we did 2.9, and then I looked at 2.10, and 2.10 is another one of the graph problems. At some point we should probably go over some of these just so that you get familiar with graphing. Um, and then, but for now we'll skip it. And then I think the only other one is this 211. And this one I was gonna just leave it at the previous problem, but this one's actually kind of cool. And their little tool is kind of neat to play with, but it's really short, and you don't really have to do anything for this one. It's just kind of a thinking problem, so I'll just go over it here. So the problem says Misty is building a triangular planting bed. They don't really say why Misty is building a triangular planting bed. Why not a square planting bed, a rectangular one like everybody else in the world? But whatever, Misty wants to be different. Misty's special. So two of the sides have lengths of 8 feet and 5 feet. Okay, what are the possible lengths for the third side? And so this is where you have your triangle inequality. So here you have this tool that they give us, which is kind of a cool little game type thing. So you can kind of click on it, and you can kind of see what different size triangle beds she could make. But remember, the triangle inequality says that any two sides, if I add them up, they have to be longer than the third side in order for it to be a valid triangle, right? So the smallest that you could get, where it's the sum of these two sides, so this 5 and whatever length this third side is, have to be greater than 8. And as you can see, as they get closer to just being 8, then it becomes this straight line. So if this other side was 3, then it'd be 5 plus 3 is the same length as 8, and so you don't really have a triangle bed, you just have a line. So this has to be greater than 3 in order for it to be not a straight line. So they're asking, as part of this question, what are the possible lengths for the third side? Well, this third side cannot be 3, because if it's 3, then you have 5 plus 3 is 8, and it's just a straight line triangle bed, and then Misty has no room to plant any of their plants, whatever she's going to be planting in there. So the minimum it has to be greater than 3. But then this cool little tool, you can kind of drag this thing over here to the other side, and you can kind of see, ooh, so the most that it could be, right, is over here. Well, if it's 13, so 5 plus 8, if this third side is 13, then again it becomes a straight line, right? So this side would be 5, this side would be 8, and then this third side, which is the entire length of it, so 5 plus 8, which is 13, it can't really be 13. It has to be slightly less. So if it's slightly less than 13, here's what it would be. This is like the stupidest garden design you could ever imagine. There's like no room to plant anything. But who knows? Maybe Misty's a weirdo. But in any case, so here you can see that with this little tool, you can see, okay, well, the minimum would be 3. It has to be greater than 3. And then the maximum is it has to be less than 13. So any of these numbers in here, that's the length of that third side. Anyways, I thought that tool was kind of interesting. I don't really get Misty's gardening techniques, but there you go. So something interesting to think about, and then it kind of helps, I guess, to remember that triangle inequality. And that's basically it. So that's probably plenty for today. And then I'll record some more videos or talk to you guys tomorrow and record some more videos for tomorrow. All right. Good night.